Now look, today we're diving into a topic that's sparking a lot of debate. And I'm talking about the Interstate Obscenity Definition Act, also known as IODA. Now, if you've been hearing about this bill and you're not sure what it's all about, you might want to stick around until the end of this episode, because we're going to dive into and break down what it is, and also why a lot of OF content creators and adult film actors might have to start looking for a different career. Welcome back to another episode of Eyes Low, Belly Full. As y'all know, this marks episode number 46. And of course, before we go ahead and start off this episode, we got to start off with our Za Cigar strain of the day. 6 Cent. And of course, I don't gotta tell you that it's an indica dominant hybrid, because you already know that's my favorite. That's pretty much all I touch is indica dominant hybrids. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all go ahead and get y'all Za Cigar utensils prepared. You already know. Put your ganja goggles on and let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, so what exactly is the Interstate Obscenity Definition Act? Because this bill was just reintroduced by Senator Mike Lee. And the goal of this bill is to create a standardized federal definition of online obscenity. You feel what I'm saying? Because they basically saying that the laws are pretty much outdated when it comes to the new digital landscape, especially when it comes to online pornography. So basically, any content that shows sexual acts with the intent to arouse is considered obscene, so it will be banned if they do pass this bill. And this shift means that the scope of what can be prosecuted is much wider now. And this don't just include just hardcore porn or anything like that. This goes for mainstream sexual content as well. So all you OF women out there that, you know, that say y'all don't need men and everything like that, and y'all out here, it's crazy how a lot of y'all say y'all don't need men. I seen a lot of OF women say that they don't need men, and the main people that's paying for their content and making them money so they be able to live the lifestyle they live is because of men subscribing to their content.
OF models, OF people, your days are numbered. That whole industry, it looks like, your days are numbered. GOP lawmakers target online pornography. Purpose, interstate ban on obscene content. That's going to be heavy. Utah Senator Mike Lee says the bill updates the legal definition of obscenity for the internet age. And to be honest, they should have put regulations on this stuff a long time ago. But let's go in first. Senator Mike Lee from Utah introduced a bill aimed at criminalizing pornography and defining what is obscene and what is not. Lee and Rep. Mary Miller introduced the Interstate Obscenity Definition Act, IODA, for all states, which if passed, would make it illegal to transmit obscene content across state lines while also making it easier to prosecute. Now, obscenity isn't protected by the First Amendment, but hazy and unforeseeable legal definitions have allowed extreme pornography to saturate American society and reach countless children, Lee said in news release. Okay, now he continues to say our bill updates the legal definition of obscenity for the internet age. So this content can be taken down and its peddlers prosecuted. So it's somewhat of a slippery slope. I don't know if they're just targeting like age demographics. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was in a certain age group, you can't do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if they are going to target consenting adults. That I don't know. Because, how is this the land of the free if you can't just freely do that if you want? But a lot of people are quaking in their boots. A lot of people depend on these porn sites, bro. Oh, man. And it looks like your days are numbered. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if they're gonna pass it. The bill is just up, okay? But the fact that they're even writing up the bill, conjuring up the bill, doing this with the bill, it's not looking too good for you OF people and all you other internet corn people or corn people in general. It's not looking too good, man.
Specific content is pretty much too accessible for minors. Because even when I was a certain age, when I was younger, like young, when I was a child, I got introduced to corn early. I'm talking about before cell phones, before the internet, before too much of any of that. I got introduced. I'm talking about when they still had VCR tapes. Like my folks had a hefty bag full of tapes. I'm talking about a hefty bag full of tapes in the closet. You feel me? And I used to sneak in there and look at this and look at that. And that pretty much affected me for my whole life until a couple years ago when I really, started doing a seed retention and really started looking at things differently, not from a lust lens, a lust point of view. And that's why I do feel like they do need stricter regulations to protect young people from harmful content. Because it's not just the corn or anything like that. It's just it's being pushed in all areas, especially the music industry, like where people is really idolized and looked up to, such as you have your Sexy Red and your Glorilla and, certain other, it's plenty. It's just in the hip hop industry and in that industry, period. You feel what I'm saying?
There is a bill being proposed that would ban corn in the United States, and this is dangerous for women.
Porn has always been dangerous to women, and now more than anything, pornography is dangerous to women.
First of all, a lot of women are going to be out of work, and they are going to be the women who are some of the most vulnerable people in society.
Let me rephrase that for you. A lot of women are not going to be out of work. A lot of pimps are going to be out of work. A lot of managers are going to be out of work.
So we're not just talking about people who literally exchange sex acts for money, as you might be thinking. We're talking about strippers. We're talking about cam girls.
Pornography has become modern day sex trafficking. One TikToker that stands out to me the most, who I believe is being sex trafficked online through OnlyFans and on TikTok and all websites that she can go live on, is Brie Olsen. The way that her manager treats her and has her doing content, that's modern day sex trafficking. But all this has been normalized because of woman empowerment. A woman can do anything a man can do. It's just sex. Not even mentioning the psychological issues that come with being a sex worker. I also believe that pornography has done a big number on men. You have men that have become addicts to pornography, making them lose touch with reality, making these men obsessive and abusive, and of course, serial cheaters. Men who are addicted to porn cannot even have healthy relationships with another woman. And not to mention how many of these men become super obsessive with the women that they subscribe to online. There's been instances where women go to the gym, the man finds out what gym they go to, they start following this girl home. More than anything, this is a dangerous job for these women because of the men that feed into it, because of the men that abuse the women that are doing the work, because of the managers that take advantage of these women.
Ultimately going to be about controlling women.
I do believe this is about control, but I don't think it's about controlling women. It's more of taking a control over human trafficking and sex trafficking within the United States. I believe a woman can do whatever she wants with her body. I also believe that women have more to offer than just sex. And a lot of men have made you believe that that's all you have to offer. You're too dumb to do anything else. And this is a perfect time for you to break the chains from the men that try to belittle you, try to degrade you for their personal pleasure. And this might be one of those moments where you're kind of freaking out because you don't know what to do with your life after if this were to go through. But I promise you, you have more to offer than just sex. You always have. You just gotta believe it.
Now, if this bill becomes law, the internet as we know it can change drastically. And major websites and social media platforms will have to take extreme measures to filter content. And like I said before, adult content creators might be forced off of mainstream platforms entirely. And pretty much the threat of, like you possibly getting charged with some type of criminal charge for putting out this type of content even makes people more scared to put out content. Whether you watch adult content online or not, this bill raises big questions on how far the government should go when it comes to what content is available or what's available online. And it actually challenges the balance between protecting vulnerable populations or preserving free speech. Now, I want to hear what y'all think about this situation. Do y'all think this bill is a necessary step to protect society, or do y'all think they are going too far? Go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button for me. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notifications for new episodes. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Peace.